Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. You know, GH has actually been good lately. I mean, I know all soap operas, go to their slumps, it's High Women, it's Low the Next, and, whatever. But it's been getting good. And the story that I didn't think was going to be good, because, there was a couple stories in this episode, but the one I thought was going to be good was actually pretty interesting. Um, and that's the Trina. Well, that's the Jocelyn, Dev, and Trina. Trina was just there, just for filler, I guess. I don't know. I mean, she was there for a good reason, but this really was Dev and Jocelyn, and pretty much Dev gave Jocelyn a birthday present, which was like a new journal. And she said she loved it and everything like that. She was really excited about it. And, I've been calling Dev a scumbag for a while. And I don't think that that's really changed in this episode, but I'll kind of get to it a little bit. So, Dev taking that as, I don't know, what, invitation or a window or something like that. He decides to try to kiss her. She pulls back. It gets really awkward at that point, and then Trina comes in. And at this point, Trina is just talking and talking and talking. At this point, I'm sitting there just looking like Dev is just tight. Now, I'm sitting there thinking, alright, you know what? Dev is just going to probably be tight. He's going to make some sarcastic joke. He's just going to walk away, whatever. Nope. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. Dev went in on both of them. Talking about how Cam pretty much uses both of them. He flip flop between both of them because they both let him do it. At first Dev gets on Jocelyn. And then he gets on both of them. And, he pretty much just like, y'all let him do that. Y'all let him pitch you two against each other for him. And at the end of the day, he doesn't really want either of y'all. I mean, that's not true. He wanted Jocelyn, but the point is, he's like, he doesn't want either of y'all. And y'all just too stupid or just whatever to even see that. And when he said that, I was like, well, I didn't see that I didn't see that coming. So he walks out. And, Jocelyn walks after him. And, at this point, I'm like, Jocelyn, what the hell? Because the reason I'm saying that is because she has this very naive attitude towards him. She's like, well, clearly you're upset with something. Like, I don't understand. And, I don't want to lose you as a friend. And I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it was just the way she was coming across. Like, she was just very naive. Like, she didn't really understand the full gravity of why he was upset. And, he even said to her before when, he was with Trina, he was like, you were all over me before. And now it's like, you're pretty much treating me like trash. So, when she walked up to him, acting like she didn't know what was going on, I was like, I'm sorry, did he not just tell you that, like, I don't know, a minute and a half ago? So, he pretty much goes in on her. He's like, you know what, at the end of the day, you were just going to want to go out with Karen, and you're going to leave her. Because at the end of the day, no one's going to be good enough for you. No one's ever going to live up to Oscar. And he walked off. And she had that look on her face, that dumb look. It was kind of a dumb look, but she also realized that he was right. He was right. And she walked back in with Trina, and, she was like, oh, well, I don't believe anything about that with Cameron, do you? And Trina was like, no. I was like, awesome. That's great. See, y'all just both in denial. That's great. That's, okay. Alright, sure. So that was actually pretty interesting. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, here we go with the Disney nonsense. But Well, that went left pretty quick. Anna gets to the, haunted star. They have a shootout. Anna managed to shoot Alex. Now, I'm not gonna lie. In the beginning, when Anna came in, and Alex took, Maxie, like hostage or whatever, and like took her to the other side of the room. And Maxie was like, will you just shoot this crazy bitch already? And I was like, you know what? I think that might be my new favorite line of hers. Yeah, that might be my new favorite line of hers. Anyway, they go back and forth. Anna managed to get a shot in by tricking her. And at this point, she walks outside. Well, she hobbles outside. I don't know how she got outside, but she got outside. And Alex, Anna goes to find her. Now, Alex sees a trail of blood going in one direction. Of course, this is a trap at this point. Alex had all the time in the world to shoot Anna. I swear, I feel like this is a sister trait or something. It's like when Anna had the shot, she was too stupid to take it. When Alex has the shot, she's too stupid to take it. She know what wound up happening. The boat rocks. The boat rocks. She took so long to set up this shot that she had to walk all the way downstairs. I guess they don't teach target practice at spy school or something. But the boat rocks. And then Maxie comes in, and Maxie's all like, look out! So, of course, Alex gets shot. And, long story short, they're, Anna's sitting there waiting to get some towels. And she, is when it was taking so long with Maxie. I was like, okay, I get that you're pregnant, but you're not that pregnant yet. I'm pretty sure you can move a little faster than that. So, Anna's like, what's going on? She turns her back for a second. Alex escapes into the water. Awesome. And, when they get back to GH, everyone gets back to GH safe and everything like that. And, Anna tells pretty much everyone that Alex escaped. Now, Valentine, first of all, Valentine wants to change his will. And he was sitting there saying something about Dante being a factor and how he's not all there and he could be a danger to Charlotte. And I'm not going to lie, he's not entirely wrong about that. He's not. He's not wrong about that. I know his PTS gotten better, but it's, it's still a factor. So he was like, he wanted to change that. And he also wanted to put a bullet in Alex said. So, with that being said, he brought in Marty, or Gray, whatever you want to call him. And I think he was wanting to, change his will and stuff like that. And, also he's worried about Charlotte, Alex targeting his family and stuff like that, targeting him or whatever. So he wanted to cover his bases. And now he has to sit there and look over his shoulder because Alex may be lurking at every single corner. Now let's talk about Sonny, Jason, Julian, and Ava. So pretty much Jason brings Julian to Sonny's house to answer some questions. Ava is trailing on the case, right behind. And Sonny's even like, you must be pretty lucky to actually have your sister fight your battles for you. If anybody is Julian fans, and granted, I'm a Julian fan to an extent. And I'm just like, man, how the mighty has fallen. Anyway, Ava gets there. And, she's pretty much trying to protect Julian, pretty much being his lawyer. And Sonny's like, you were at the docks. And, I want to know what you were there for. And, Julian finally confesses that he was at the docks. He's like, oh, I was there to save Nell. And, they go back and forth. And then Julian's like, who else is at the docks? You know that guy that everyone thinks he's dead, that he's not dead. So, long story short, Julian threatens to out Taggart and Sonny, and it's like, yo, listen, I'll tell Cyrus that, Taggart's working with you, and, you know, Taggart will be dead for real this time. So at this point, Sonny's hands are tied, and, after they leave, Ava, because Ava, once Julian threatened, Taggart, outing Taggart, Ava was like, I'm sorry, what? Like, the look on her face of when they got out and they got the Kellys, and, after Ava gave back Trina's phone, Ava was like, have you lost your damn mind? Ava was like, listen, you can't do that to Trina. You can't do that to Taggart. And Julian was like, nah, I was just bluffing. I wasn't going to do that. I promise. And so Ava walks away, and Julian just has that look like, so not only are you having your sister, your baby sister, fight your battles, but you look like you're going to lie to her too. That's wow. Just wow. Also finishing surgery, and they don't know what's going to happen. I think it's something with, I don't even remember. It's something where the bullet is lodged in a certain place, and they may have to take out something in order for him to live. Depending on how the surgery goes. If they're able to get out the bullet successfully without any damage, then whatever sac they were talking about is still going to be there. Oh, and, Chase's words to death. At the end, he's in the chapel with Anna, just, praying for his brother to live. Yeah. I think that's actually about it. Yeah, that's about it. Also, Robert called Jackie. Jackie called, I guess, her husband to come to Port Charles to look at the Finn and Chase while she goes and search for a story, or she's on the assignment or whatever. Apparently, whatever that assignment is, it's not important enough to drop everything she's doing to make sure that Finn is okay. But okay, sure. Anyway, with that being said, that's actually about it. I just want to cover my bases and make sure that I got everything, I said everything that pretty much kind of happened in the episode. And anything I left out, I don't think it's really that important. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I know you're probably, if you're not watching this tonight, you're watching this tomorrow. Let me know what you thought of this episode. You know what? Let me know what you thought about Dev. You think he was right the way he came at, Jocelyn, and Trina? You think he was being a jerk? I mean, listen, rejection is hard, and how you handle rejection is how you're going to look at yourself in the mirror. But you also have to sit there and just take it with a grain of salt. I try to look at it this way, Dev has been a scumbag, as far as getting Jocelyn and stuff like that. But then I look at it, I was like, you know what? He's also a teenager. And I think they're all around the age of 18 now. Weird, because I thought they were like 15 at one point. But, they're still like 18. They're still in their teens. So it's like, you can sit there and look at Dev and be like, that was kind of messed up the way he came at Jocelyn. But he's also a teenager. And, I mean, for me personally, he wasn't wrong in what he said. He might have been wrong about his approach, but the words still were right. Anyway, let me know what you thought. Have a good day or good night, depending on you're watching this. Be safe. I will catch you in the next review.